هیلی سفیر آمریکا در ملل متحد در سخنرانی روز سه‌شنبه خود درباره برنامه اتمی رژیم آخوندی گفت: این رژیم برنامه تولید سلاح اتمی خود را برخلاف قوانین بین‌المللی برای سالها مخفی کرده بود و تنها با افشاگری مقاومت ایران در سال 2002 به دام افتاد. وی تاکید کرد این رژیم کماکان با دروغگویی و نقض تعهداتش از جمله نقض برجام برای حفظ برنامه تولید سلاح اتمی تلاش می‌کند و هدفش این است که با دستیابی به سلاح‌های کشتار جمعی از جمله تولید موشک‌های دوربرد، سیاست صدور بنیادگرایی و تروریسم و مداخله در کشورهای منطقه را به پیش ببرد. توجه شما را به بخش‌هایی از سخنرانی سفیر آمریکا در ملل متحد که در مؤسسه امریکن انترپرایز ایراد شد جلب می‌کنیم.
In parallel with its support for terrorism and proxy wars, Iran's military has long pursued nuclear weapons, all while attempting to hide its intentions. For decades, the Iranian military conducted a covert nuclear weapons program, undeclared and hidden from international inspectors. In 2002, Iranian dissidents revealed the existence of a uranium enrichment plant and heavy water reactor, both violations of Iran's safeguards agreement with the IAEA. The regime went on to break multiple promises to abide by international inspections and limits. It hid its nuclear weapons development and lied about it until it got caught. Much has been written about the JCPOA. I won't repeat it all here. Let's just say that the agreement falls short of what was promised. We were promised an end to the Iranian nuclear program. What emerged was not an end, but a pause. Under the deal, Iran will continue to enrich uranium and develop advanced centrifuges. We were promised anytime, anywhere inspections of sites in Iran. The final agreement delivered much less. The promised 24/7 inspections apply only to Iran's declared nuclear sites. For any undeclared but suspected sites, the regime can deny access for up to 24 days. Then there's the deal's expiration dates. After 10 years, the limits on uranium, advanced centrifuges, and other nuclear restrictions begin to evaporate. And in less than 10 years, they have the opportunity to upgrade their capabilities in various ways. The JCPOA is therefore a very flawed and limited agreement. But even so, Iran has been caught in multiple violations over the past year and a half. In February 2016, just a month after the agreement was implemented, the IAEA discovered Iran had exceeded its allowable limit of heavy water. 9 months later, Iran exceeded the heavy water limit again. Both times, the Obama administration helped Iran get back into compliance and refused to declare it a violation. If that's not enough, the biggest concern is that Iranian leaders, the same ones who in the past were caught operating a covert nuclear program at military sites, have stated publicly that they will refuse to allow IAEA inspections of their military sites. How can we know Iran is complying with the deal if inspectors are not allowed to look everywhere they should look? Another major flaw in the JCPOA is its penalty provisions. Whether an Iranian violation is big or small, whether it is deemed material or non-material, the deal provides for only one penalty. That penalty is the reimposition of sanctions. And if sanctions are reimposed, Iran is then freed from all of its commitments that it made. Think about that. There is an absurdly circular logic to enforcement of this deal. Penalizing its violations don't make the deal stronger. They blow it up. Iran's leaders know this. They are counting on the world brushing off relatively minor infractions, or even relatively major ones. They are counting on the United States and the other parties to the agreement being so invested in its success that they overlook Iranian cheating. That is exactly what our previous administration did. Just last month, when the United States imposed new sanctions in response to Iranian missile launches, Iran's leaders threatened once again to leave the JCPOA and return to a nuclear program more advanced than the one they had before the agreement. This arrogant threat tells us one thing. Iran's leaders want to use the nuclear deal to hold the world hostage to its bad behavior. This threat is a perfect example of how judging the regime's nuclear plans strictly in terms of compliance with the JCPOA is dangerous and short-sighted. More importantly, it misses the point. Why did we need to prevent the Iranian regime from acquiring nuclear weapons in the first place? The answer has everything to do with the nature of the regime and the IRGC's determination to threaten Iran's neighbors and advance its revolution. Every 6 months, the UN Secretary General reports to the Security Council on the Iranian regime's compliance with this so-called non-nuclear resolution. Each report is filled with devastating evidence of Iranians' violations. Proven arms smuggling, violations of travel bans, ongoing support for terrorism, stoking of regional conflicts. The Secretary General's report also includes ample evidence of ballistic missile technology and launches. The regime has engaged in such launches repeatedly, including in July of this year, when it launched a rocket into space that intelligence experts say can be used to develop an intercontinental ballistic missile. They are clearly acting in defiance of UN Resolution 2231 by developing missile technology capable of deploying nuclear warheads. In short, we must consider the whole picture, not simply whether Iran has exceeded the JCPOA's limit on uranium enrichment. We must consider the whole jigsaw puzzle, not just one of its pieces. That's the judgment President Trump will have to make in October. If the president finds that he cannot, in good faith, certify Iranian compliance, he would initiate a process whereby we move beyond narrow technicalities and look at the big picture.
سناتور تام کاتن با انتشار بیانیه‌ای در ارتباط با سخنان روز سه‌شنبه نیکلی سفیر آمریکا در سازمان ملل اعلام کرد او حق دارد هشدار دهد که برای از بین بردن تهدیدهای رژیم ایران فقط حسابرسی از این رژیم به خاطر توافق اتمی کافی نیست، چرا که خواست اصلی این رژیم صدور بنیادگرایی و بحران تروریستی است. سناتور تام کاتن تصمیم دولت ترامپ در ماه آینده در مورد برجام را نخستین گام مناسب برای مقابله صریح با طرح‌های شرورانه رژیم آخوندی دانست.